Hello, hello. Thank you for checking in. It is Thursday, and every Thursday is a regular feature of Live with Lorielle, new called Stupid Question Day, where we have chat in the hat. Chat in the hat, where I put on the genius cap. The genius cap, which allows me to answer any question about any topic in the entire universe with complete accuracy. Guaranteed, according to me. Complete accuracy. So I hope you have questions for the genius, because this is a limited opportunity to get your burning questions answered by a veritable genius. So, hello! Let me say hello to everybody. Hello, Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Thesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl, Angie Tomlinson and Sue and Sam and Philip Chandler and Red Stapler and N1QOV and St. Clinton. Hello, Red Stapler. Hello. Thank you for checking in. Marcel says, let's see if the genius knows this one. Polo is a rather popular sport played on horseback in Europe and other countries, not so much in the U.S., but can be played with other animals too. Some variations include yak polo, camel polo, and even elephant polo. In the polo game featuring elephants, there are 2 riders for each pachyderm. What is the name of the player who steers the elephant? His name is Thomas. David Jones says, hey, Marcel is questioning the accuracy of my answer. His name is Thomas the Train, driver of the pachyderm. Now, yeah, the variations of polo depends on what country you live in. If you live in a country where they have camels, then you might have camel polo. But I don't know if, did anyone ever ask the animals if they wanted to play polo? Marcel says his name is actually Mahout. Mahout? No. His name is Thomas. He changed it to Mahout. I'll go back to the birth certificate. It says Thomas. Thomas the Train, steerer and driver of elephants. That's a guaranteed accurate for Stupid Question Days. David Jones says, not only does nobody ask the animals if they want to play polo, but nobody asked the cow if they wanted to be eaten. That's true, and the cows answer. If you've ever watched any of those videos of cows at stockyards, all animals at stockyards, they don't want to be there. They know it's a bad place, and they know it's not going to end well. They are not happy. Those videos have made me stop eating animals. Marcel says, Ralph the llama is able to unlock the door to a giant panda enclosure, but an instrument is needed to hold it open. Eager to return to China, the giant panda graciously offers his last stick of bamboo, which he positioned perfectly. Why are giant pandas able to handle bamboo shoots with such dexterity? Because they have a thumb! David Jones says, I read The Jungle by Upton Sinclair about the Chicago stockyards in the 20s. Pretty horrible. And he still eats meat. Marcel, no, Marcel, that's right. And big hands. Very big hands. Marcel says, technically, their thumb is an elongated wrist bone that they use as a thumb. So there you go. A thumb. Guaranteed accurate. Stupid question day. Angie says she loves my hat. Thank you, Angie. It's full of genius. And by the way, it is super, super hot here still. I have a fan on behind me. I am sweating. In fact, the genius hat is overheating a little bit right now. You might see some steam coming out. Marcel says, if you were invisible for an entire day, would you grab the butts and junk of random men? No. No, I would not. In fact, that would be the last thing I would ever consider doing if I had the power of invisibility. If I had the power of invisibility, I would use it to much better end than to just randomly molest people. But I guess that goes to show you the difference between men and women. If I had the power of invisibility, I would use it to sneak in and find out information or move things or do something big. Yeah, I would. When Doggy says stock market tips, no, the stock market's not doing so well. I don't want to play the stock market. They're all crooks. They're all manipulating it. If an ambulance is on its way to save someone and it runs over someone, does it stop to help them? Yes, Thesis, it's obligated to stop and help the person they ran over and call in and have somebody else go to their original call. You didn't get a tweet. I sent it. Put 2 tweets out, Sam, and an invitation. I don't know, maybe your cell service is delaying. David Jones says, if the random man were George Clooney, would I still have that same answer? No, I would not want to just randomly molest George Clooney, even if I was invisible. Of course, if I could use that power of invisibility to make somebody like George Clooney fall in love with me, so I'm not sure how the power of invisibility would help in that situation, and the fact that he's already married to a stunningly gorgeous and smart and awesome lady. But if invisibility could help me with some of those goals, that would be great. But just grabbing somebody's butt, Seems like a low-level thrill to me. Tisa says, why are softballs hard? Technically, Tisa, they're soft, but it's all a matter of perspective. If you hold a hard ball and a soft ball at the same time, the softball feels soft compared to the hard ball. But if somebody hits you in the head with the softball, it feels hard. Perspective. That is a demonstration of perspective. Marcel says, at a movie theater, which armrest is yours? All of them! This is me at the movie theater. People move a couple seats away when you do that. You want your privacy? Ah! No. My arm goes on Sweetie. Thesis has a good point, and Thesis, I think this point demonstrates, I think you need to change this. Thesis says, you should be the first person to change this. Thesis says, when people ask what time it is, they point to their watch. Do you have the time? But when people have to go to the bathroom, nobody points to their crotch. Ah! Well, I don't know about you, Thesis, but sometimes I do. Where's the bathroom? Yeah, from now on, Thesis, I think you should totally do that. Hey, hey, bathroom? Angie says she takes both armrests. That's right, Angie. Angie does the same thing. Ah! Angie's got a full seat on either side of her. It was like, even in the crowded theater. Ah! That's what I do. David Jones says, what does PI describe? Private investigator. Tisa says, if the professor on Gilligan's Island can make a radio out of a coconut, then why the hell can't he fix a hole in a boat? Well, see, that's the thing, Tisa. The professor didn't want to leave. He's a nerdy professor locked on an island with 2 hot girls where he's the only smart guy. Aha! I'm no dummy. I'm never leaving this place. Wing Doggy says he got kicked out. I'm sorry, Wing Doggy. That's YouTube, not me. And hello, everybody on YouTube. I am reading those, too. Sam says, is it time for me to leave social media? No! How else would you talk to anybody? And Sam says, I haven't been to a movie in years. Well, it's time to go! And Doggy says, have you ever gone out in public with your hat? Yes, I did when I got it. I got it at the reading for little kids at a school. That's where they gave it to me. We're genius to get hats from the Dr. Seuss read to kids in school. Yeah, in fact, there's a picture of me somewhere. I think it was on Getty Images or something. Sam says, am I too old for social media? No! Are you kidding? There's tons of old people on social media. You're too old to leave the house! That's what social media is for! Old people! The youngins are out on Tinder. Hey, swipe, swipe, swipe. What is this Tinder crap? Oh, that's okay. They're all long gone, Linda. I would say, Marcel says the average American does what? 22 times a day. Eats. I don't know about you, but that's me. That's how many times a day I pee. I have a very tiny bladder. Linda says, wash your hands. Linda washes her hands 22 times a day. I pee, but I only wash my hands 18 times. It's Russian roulette the rest of the time. Sam says he's leaving all social media and going on Tinder. Wait, no, wait. Maybe he said the opposite of that. I might be lying. Linda says she's heard of Tinder, but she's not familiar with it. Tinder is that newfangled hookup thing for the youngins, for their hookup culture. I don't need to know who you are. I just swipe and like, now these people are hot. Hey, you want to get busy? Hey, you want to make out? You're 2 blocks away from me. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sam says, you're despicable. You're despicable. So does Daffy Duck says that too. Oh no! In fact, I speaking of Ashley Madison, David Jones, I forwarded yesterday. I tweeted an article I read about Ashley Madison. It turns out somebody actually went through and looked at the numbers out of when they were talking about there's no women on it. They were like literally, this is no joke, like 20 million men checked their Ashley Madison messages. 1,400 women checked their Ashley Madison women. And what the hell? 20 million men. That's how many women were checking messages on Ashley Madison. That's like 0. There were 20 million guys who checked their messages and 1,400 women. What the hell? What kind of scam operation is that? There's no women on Ashley Madison. Marcel says, what kind of animal is Snuffleupagus? Well, he's a snuffle. He's a hybrid elephant. Snuffle. Linda said, I thought he was a woolly mammoth. No, they're extinct. Snuffleupagus is like a unicorn of of less cute animals. It's the only one. Marcel says, what is Satan's last name? He doesn't need a last name. Everybody knows who he is. He only needs one name. Like Cher, J-Lo, Satan, Elvis. He doesn't need another name. David. You insult him by asking what his last name is, as if you don't know who he is. No, never heard of you. Well, la-di-da, aren't you perfect? Aren't you saintly? That's right. I don't even know who you are. No, I don't. Because I don't have any impure thoughts in my head. Marcel says, if the king of a country happens to be gay and marries another man, what would that guy be called? Well, he would still be called the royal queen, of course. And Linda says, don't you know who I am? Because I can't remember anymore. That's what happens when you get old. When you're young, you say, don't you know who I am? Because you think you're very important. When you get older, you say, don't you know who I am? Because you can't remember. Oh, that's right. I'm Linda. It's Stupid Question Day, a weekly feature of Live with Lorielle New, where I put on the genius cap, which allows me to answer any question about any topic in the entire universe with guaranteed accuracy, as you're all witnessing right now. This is amazing. This is mind-bogglingly stupendous. This is pure Geniosity right here happening before your eyes. And I know you're just overwhelmed and agog. Like, what the hell? How could she be such a genius? I know, it's crazy. It's like I took a smart pill. Unbelievable. Marcel says, why are all of the Harry Potter spells in Latin if they're English? Because everybody knows witches speak in Latin. Witches' spells are always in Latin. It's a dead language. It's used for speaking to the dead. And in church. Linda says, because scholars don't, yes. Witches, scholars, and popes in the Vatican know Latin. Interesting group there you got. I don't know. You know, I'm not sure if I would trust anyone speaking Latin. If you hear somebody speaking Latin, I'd say run away. E pluvius unum. Mangium meridium e mortium. There's my Latin. There's my Latin for you. Anyone know what I said? David Jones says, why aren't spells in Dutch? Because that would be hollandaise sauce. Because nobody can figure out if is it Dutch or Holland? Wait, what? Why do they have three names? The Dutch live in Holland, which is in the Netherlands. They speak Dutch. Why don't they put Dutch land is Germany? What the hell? David Jones says, that isn't a spell, that's a recipe. Spells are recipes. And I have newt, a fly, some angel tears. And there you go, hollandaise sauce. That's called Dutch devil sauce to you. Because it's so fattening. Satan must have made it. Why would you put this delicious creamy stuff on anything? Alright, so, oh my goodness, it is 5:49. So I am just about to sign off, but I will be back at 5:15 Los Angeles time tomorrow for Funny Friday, where we share jokes to put everyone in a good mood for the weekend. So I hope you'll have some jokes to share. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Allura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and T-Sits and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis, Fairies Lover and Angie Tomlinson Sam and St. Clinton and Bill Knaus and N1QOV and Joe Barney. Thank you for checking in. Kisses for everyone. I love you. Wing Doggy. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Kisses for everyone. I love you, Sue. Bye. Bye, Angie. Bye, Sam. Bye, St. Clinton. Bye.